All right, and would you please, I'd ask that you be sworn in by our court reporter.
Perfect.
Would you raise your right hand? Do you swear that the testimony you are about to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Mr. Shiva, you may proceed.
All right, Mr. Smith, can you state and spell your name for the record, please?
Because of the nature of what I do as a cop watcher, I get death threats on YouTube quite a bit, so I'm not going to disclose my name here. Sorry. And then Smith, the common spelling, S-M-I-T-H.
Right. Mr. Smith, where do you work?
I'm self-employed as a freelance videographer, and I also monetize a YouTube channel.
Okay. And do you also work as or participate in a civic organization?
Yes, I do.
And what is that civic organization?
It's called Film the Police Portland.
Okay, and can you...
I'm sorry, Film the Police?
Portland.
Can you describe what that organization does?
Sure, it's a cop watching organization. Basically what we do is we observe the police in our community and film them in a very systematic way, meaning when we come across a police encounter, we'll state the time, describe the scene, and film the encounter, whether it's positive or negative, and document that on the internet. We film everything from a routine traffic stop to police helping someone in a mental health crisis to police helping stranded motorists, whatever, and we upload everything.
Okay, where is your organization based?
Portland, Oregon.
And why do you do this?
I do it because I believe observing police in a, discharging their public duties is the hallmark of a free society, and I like participating in that freedom, and I think it's really good to protect both the citizens and the police because it keeps everyone honest when everything is being filmed.
All right. How long have you been doing this?
Since early 2012.
And when in the course of this work you do you find yourself at riot or mass protest type situations?
Quite a few of them, yes.
And about how many times have you done that?
I've been at mass protest or riotous type situations at least 30 times in the past few years.
And can you give a couple of examples of ones you've been to?
Sure. The NATO summit in 2012 in Chicago, Illinois. The Occupy Congress in 2012 in Washington, D.C. I've been to numerous May Day protests in Seattle and Portland, Oregon. Those were all riotous or near riotous type situations at one point or another.
And through the course of your experiences, have you gained knowledge of police tactics?
I have.
And how have you done?
I'm going to object to this testimony. He's here for a video. He has no expertise in police work or anything like not relevant.
It'll also come out that Mr. Albers' actions are unique in the things that he's observed through the time he's been involved in similar situations.
He has never been disclosed as an expert. He's testifying about whether or not a police action is unique. It's not relevant to the discipline here.
We're not qualifying him as an expert in police tactics, just that it stood out to him that he focused on this video.
Please try and get to the what he's observed and what information he has firsthand knowledge about.
Okay, we're just trying to...
I understand. Okay. Just trying to lay a little bit of background. I get that. Let's move forward.
Okay. I believe the question was, through your experiences, have you gained knowledge about police tactics?
I have.
And how is that?
Well, I've filmed at least 800 police encounters in the last few years, and every time I politely go try to talk to a sergeant and get some background and, some backstory as to what's going on. And through that experience, through all those conversations, I've gotten a decent understanding of police tactics.
And finally, can you just tell me your opinion of police officers generally?
I think a lot of...
Hold on, no objection was raised.
First of all, the form of your question, can you tell me about...
Your opinion of police officers generally?
Your opinion of police officers generally? That is completely irrelevant. We're here for Mr. Albers. Just saying...
Can I respond?
You can respond, yeah.
I just want to show he has no bias toward police officers.
I'll allow you to ask the question, and I will only consider it with respect to any kind of bias that may or may not represent. And of course, you're welcome to cross-examine on that issue as well.
Can you tell me your opinion of police officers generally, Mr. Smith?
I think the majority of them are very well-meaning, well-intentioned people.
All right. Where were you on the night of August 19th of 2014?
I was on Florissant Avenue.
And what city was that?
Oh, in, Ferguson, Missouri.
All right. And what drew you to that event?
It was a major news event involving the police as the central, focus. So me and thousands of journalists from around the country flocked into Ferguson. I'm sure the population went up quite a bit then.
All right. And what did you encounter Mr. Ray Albers that night?
Yes, I did.
And can you tell me the circumstances of your encounter?
Sure. I was walking along in a crowd of a mixed bag of journalists, some mainstream and some, bloggers and internet type people like myself. And I noticed Mr. Albers raise his rifle. He was standing to my right, and he started scanning the horizontal plane with the rifle like he was trying to find a target to pick out. And he kind of took a step or two towards a young black-looking gentleman and told him to get back or he'd fucking kill him.
Okay. All right. So when you described him scanning the crowd on a horizontal plane, did you look toward the direction of his rifle?
When I first got sight of him, I looked as far as I could in that direction, yes.
And what did you see in that direction?
I saw off to my left a bunch of protesters walking parallel with us on the road on the sidewalk. It was a mixed group of people. There were some photographers mixed in with them, but it was mostly protesters. All the media folks were closer to myself and Mr. Elbers.
Okay. When you say media people, can you describe how you knew that?
Yeah, a lot of people had press badges. There were people with mainstream news cameras on their shoulders and expensive lighting gear. I mean, like $30,000 cameras, and then there was a bunch of bloggers, people with live stream gear out. Some journalists that I actually recognized from different news outlets. I recognized
okay.
Sure, recognize what?
Oh, I recognized a journalist from Infowars.com. He was one of the guys that's on their website quite a bit.
Okay, and then in the midst of that, you said something about something stream.
Oh, live streamers, yes. Live streamers are people that take a live video feed into a protest or major event, and they broadcast the footage live to the interweb.
Okay, is live streamers, is that like a term of art?
It's a term of, it's a slang term for internet journalists that broadcast live.
Okay, all right, thank you. I just didn't understand what you said.
Okay, yeah, I'll speak slower. I know that this is kind of hard to do over the phone.
All right, Mr. Smith, did you see anyone in the crowd in front of Mr. Albers holding a weapon?
I did not.
Okay. Did you see anyone throwing any items at Mr. Albers?
I did not.
All right, I'm ready to go to the video.
Mr. Smith, if you'll just hang tight with us, I'm reviewing some information, okay?
Sure, I'm here for as long as the court needs me.
Thank you.
Smith, are you still there?
Oh, yes, I'm still here.
Okay, we're going to have you testify about the videos before we bring any other witnesses.
All right.
So, did myself or someone in my office forward you 3 videos prior to this hearing?
Yes.
And did you view each of those videos?
I did.
Let's, ready to queue up the videos now?
Yes.
Stay tuned for part 2, where you actually get to see all 3 videos as they appeared in court, as well as the rest of my testimony and my cross-examination.